Hi and welcome to episode 2 of the Home Barista Beginner's Guide. Today I'm going to show you how to dial in an espresso without getting overwhelmed. So we're going to look at the dose, we're going to look at the grind size, we're going to look at yield, we're going to look at timings and taste and everything that you need to know to create that beautiful espresso. So if your espresso tastes too bitter one moment, sour the next, you're changing your grind size every few shots, this video is for you. So today I'm going to show you a really simple, beginner-friendly way of creating espresso. So what does dialing in actually mean? Well, dialing in is just adjusting your coffee so that you're getting a balanced espresso. So you're getting a balanced result. All we're trying to achieve is how much is ground, so how much coffee goes in and how much espresso comes out. And that is it. It's all about taste at the end of the day and getting that best flavor, the one that really suits the type of coffee that you're looking for. So when we talk about dose, we're talking about how much ground coffee there is. So the amount of ground coffee that's coming out of the grinder, that's the dose. When we talk about yield, we're talking about how many grams of espresso are in our final extraction. And when we talk about time, obviously we're talking about the run time of the shot. And taste, that's really clear as well. It's how it tastes after we've created it. And don't forget, the numbers just guide you. Taste is everything. So we're going to start off really simple, and we're going to start off with the classic gold standard espresso, which is a 1:2 ratio. So we're looking at 18 grams of dose and we're looking at 36 grams of yield, and in between that is the time that it takes to create that. But don't worry if your machine or your basket needs something slightly different. It's just a control measure that we're trying to achieve. So with everything that we do, we try and keep consistency. It's really important. If we're aiming for 18 grams, then we should always have 18 grams, not 17, not 19. If we always have 19, we keep it to 19. If it's always 17, we keep it to 17. And also, the most important thing to keep consistent is your tamp. So you've got your weight and your tamp, and they're the things that don't change. Every single change has an impact on flavor. So if you are at one time doing 17 grams, that's going to impact your flavor. If you're doing a really heavy tamp one time and a light tamp the next time, that's going to affect your flavor as well. Let's get the basics right. Let's get the consistency right. So if you're all set up and you're ready to go and you've got your machine going and your shot is too fast, then more than likely we need to grind a little bit finer, and that will slow it down a little bit. If your shot is too slow, that means that the water can't pass through quickly enough and you're going to be over extracted. Then what you'll need to do is speed it up a little bit. So that means you need to grind a little bit coarser. And what's really important to remember is that small changes are really important. If you make big changes, then you're likely to swing your espresso from one problem to the next and then back again. So we make small changes, we make one change at a time. So we run our shot and then we taste and then we adjust. Okay, so we've got a medium roast bean. Let me just show you some beans. There we go. Nice medium roast. And they're fresh. Just put them in today. We're going to start with a grind time of 14 seconds. We're on double shot there, and we're going to go with the grind size 6. We're going to see how that turns out. First thing that I'm going to do is weigh my group handle. So I've reset the scales, pop the group handle on, 0 down, and that will tell me then when I put this on whether I'm hitting 18 grams or not and what I need to do. Oh, there's a lot of grind. Let's see. So just to remind, grind size 6 and 14 seconds. So that's giving me 21.7. So I need to really dial that down. 11.4. Okay. Let's go with that. 17.9, it did come up as 18 a second ago. 17.9. That will do. We'll go with 17.9, and we'll have to try and be consistent with that now throughout our test here. Right, so we're going to tamp. Now I use this little piece of equipment that came with the Sage Barista Express, and we just use it basically to put onto the grip handle to help it hold underneath the grinder. But I find it's really helpful to use it when I'm tamping. So level, it's nice and level, and tamp. So I do a good hard tamp every time, and I just twist at the same time. There we go, and then I just wipe and make sure that there's no extra bits of coffee that's going to go up into the coffee machine. Now you can see on here as well, if I lift this up, that there's a gap here between the top of the coffee puck and the top of the basket, which means there's plenty of room there, and we're not actually going to be binding against the machine with the coffee puck. Another thing to do is to make sure that you're not banging this grip handle or banging the basket and unsettling that coffee. We'll pop this straight on the machine and we can go to extract. Okay, let's go. We're going to put the grip handle on now, and you can feel that it's really nice and easy. You can feel it's quite tight against the machine, but it's not binding against the machine. Then we're going to use our scales underneath, and I'll just get an espresso cup, whichever brand is your favourite. I quite like these from Starbucks actually. I'm not a big fan of Starbucks coffee, but I'm a big fan of some of their merch. Scales on 0, program function, and what we're going to do is hit the timer and the double shot at the same time. The reason that I'm using program function is that I want some control over when I start and stop my espresso run. So I know that the pre-programmed, you can just go hit it and it'll go and it'll run, but this way you can knock it off when you get to your ideal seconds. There we go, and we're running. We're looking for pressure, we're looking for speed of shot, and we're looking for timing. Pressure's good. Speed of shot is good. So I'm looking to knock it off about there. 41 grams. Double espresso is looking really good actually. I'm going to zoom down in on it. Okay, let's give our first double espresso a taste, see how we've gone. No, that's no good. So I think it was really clear to me on the first one. I thought maybe operator error, I've just overrun the shot. I didn't maybe knock it off as quickly as I could. But on the second time when I did it, I realized that a lot of water after I knocked off for the grams, a lot of water passed through. And I realized then we're running way too fast. And what I need to do is adjust the grinder. What I'm doing when I adjust the grinder down to a size 5 is that I'm slowing down how fast the water runs through the machine. Okay, so let's change our grind size. Here we go, so you can see on the display, what we just need to do is turn that down to a 5. We've changed it to a grind size 5. Okay, so let's go. Third time lucky. Put the cup on the scales. 0 the scales down. Program function. And then we're going to do timer and double shot at the same time. So here we go, ready, 1, 2, 3. Again, we're looking for speed of shot, timing, pressure, and grams all at the same time. Better. Better. Okay, let's have a look. Looking good. Taste testing this double espresso. Let's see what it's like. Yeah, really balanced, really well balanced. So we recognized that there was a problem with the espresso. We needed to adjust it out of the grinder. So what we did was increased the grind amount and decreased the grind size from a 6 to a 5, and then increased how much grind was going in to make sure that we were getting the weight. When we got the weight right, then we got the timing right, and it's all good. So we talked about dialing in. We ran a grind and dose and we got it right. It was running too fast. We slowed it down, we got it right. Common mistakes, I suppose, would be not weighing your dose, not timing it correctly, following somebody else's instructions to the absolute letter, where every bean is different, and chasing crema and not thinking about taste. So if we ignore all the things that we shouldn't and we get right down to the basics, we're weighing our dose, we're checking the weight of our yield, we're checking our timing, and we're relying on taste, then we're on to a winner. Once you understand the process, then every single possible problem that coffee beans throw up at you, you can solve easily with confidence. In the next episodes, the episodes coming, I'll dive deeper into sour versus bitter, grind size, milk steaming, and all the basics that you need to know in order to create amazing coffee at home. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed watching this video as much as I enjoyed making it. And please subscribe to the channel if you can, if you'd like to watch more content. And over on our Patreon channel, which is brand new by the way, we have got the extra shot. So with every video that we put out on YouTube, it comes out earlier on Patreon. And not only that, you get the extra shot, which is a slightly deeper dive and behind the scenes view of how I produce the videos.